Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So I am going to watch episode 8 of Dahmer. Before I start it, don't forget to subscribe and like this video. So here we go.
Could I see him?
Oh my god. Oh shit.
Sorry to have. It's okay. It's okay. Fine.
It's not okay, what the fuck? He's killing people.
How's Grandma?
Oh.
No, she's good. She sends her love.
But did the grandma knows that he killed people
Sure, get
in
around
her
fixing
house?
that AC. I didn't realize how sick you were. I still think you can be treated.
No.
I was just trying to think how this all happened. Because I didn't raise you to be like this.
You actually
So why do you
did
think you...
teach him about that, cutting that animal.
Why'd you do it? Do you have any idea how this all started? I don't know. Thinking about it a lot.
It starts with your mom eats a lot of pill while you are inside her,
So I used to...
I think.
Remember when you used to take me to go and find roadkill and you'd cut them up? Oh, no. You're not gonna lay this on me, no.
Actually, yeah.
It's not my fault. I didn't do this. What I was doing was I was showing concern for my son who finally showed an interest in something. Okay, Dad. You know, I mean, what you did, I didn't teach you how to do that. No. You hear me? Okay. I didn't do this.
Well, I mean, if Jeff is a normal kid, he will not gonna be kill people, but there's something's wrong with him since he was a kid, so
We need to see a doctor and get you some sleeping pills. Because 5 nights in a row of not sleeping is not healthy.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, more pills. That's just what this family needs. You do know that pills are what started this whole thing. You know that.
Just calm
How
down.
many pills do you think she was on when she was pregnant with him?
Yeah.
Thousands. She was sleeping pills, sedatives, seizure medication. She didn't give him a fucking chance.
And you can't blame Joyce.
one of the reason
The
though.
fuck I can't. Because it's her fault. She wasn't a mother. She never even held him.
Stop
She
screaming.
scared the shit out of him. And then she just left. She got in her car and she drove away and she left that kid in that house all summer.
Where were you that summer, Lionel?
Yeah.
She checked up on me. I didn't check up on
But you didn't know.
I've had thoughts like him, I think. I used to.
What?
I used to try to make explosives. Use fireworks, and I would tie a little army guy to them. And one day I brought a homemade bomb to school. And I threw it out the goddamn window first.
Oh, honey, that's not the same thing.
No, listen. I had fantasies like him, too, I think. There was a neighborhood girl, and she lived on our block. And I tried to hypnotize her because to get her to do whatever I wanted.
Oh shit.
And I used to sit in church and think what it would be like to kill someone, to murder them.
What the heck?
I had nightmares about it for a while, but it wasn't about how I killed someone, because it was about how I'd already done it, knowing that I'd kill someone and not knowing what to do.
What? So he actually have that fantasy too, but of course it doesn't trigger him. Where is the grandma?
Your son killed people in this house, Mr. Dahmer. You understand that?
You have no right to do
He's
that.
cooperating with us. You know that, right?
She has dementia. You come in here, you start going through her stuff, she can have a nervous
Aww.
breakdown.
You come
Grandma.
Just let me put her in her room. We'll be out of your way. Please. Come on.
Jeffrey Dahmer's heinous crimes have not only today not to sow division, but to call for accountability, including officers of the law. Turned a blind eye, which is why he was able to do what he did for so long. The police chief, Ariola. The chief told me he's planning to launch a thorough investigation into what went wrong, especially that incident involving that young boy, Conoric Sentasampo. Let's sweep this under the rug. We will not be satisfied. We will not rest until the conditions no longer exist that would allow someone like Jeffrey Dahmer to murder 17 young men, many of them black and brown. We will not rest until justice prevails for all citizens in this city. We will not rest!
Thank you. Thank you for that.
You can't suspend us. We did nothing wrong.
What do you mean?
You returned an underage boy back to a serial killer that would eventually kill him. You didn't check his identification. Or
No, they
you
didn't.
ignored witnesses. You didn't do a background check on Dahmer.
We didn't see a need to do a background check on
Well, if you had, you would have seen that Dahmer was still on probation for child molestation.
Look, the kid looked like an adult, all right? We thought it was a boyfriend-boyfriend thing.
So I guess that's why you had to get deloused after the incident. Dahmer's neighbor, she claims that she called multiple times about him, but you ignored her request.
Whose side are you on, Chief?
This isn't about sides. Your
What
boy
the
screwed
fuck?
up.
It's
I'm
not
under
about
pressure.
side.
I have the mayor.
You're our police chief. You're supposed to have our backs.
No. They didn't
You know
even
what?
feel guilty about
Our
it.
URFs are gonna fight this. You can't fire us, trust me. We will be here long after you.
What the fuck? Fuck those police.
Our next guest is a childhood friend of Jeffrey Dahmer's who agreed to come on the show on condition of anonymity. And he's got a story that's a Geraldo exclusive. We'll
Who?
call him Nick. I understand you had a sexual relationship with Jeffrey Dahmer. How did you meet him?
We were on the yearbook staff.
Jeff was not the yearbook staff.
Where did this
Wait, what?
sexual activity take place?
At his house.
Did you meet his family?
Oh, yeah. He had a stepmother who was like a stepmother from hell, screaming at him all the time.
It's just all lies.
Dahmer's second wife, Sherry.
And he said to me, he told me that he was sexually molested by his father.
Wait, who is this?
You think I could take these with me? Just to read?
No.
Fuck.
What do they say?
Well, what do they say? It's not good, Jeff. They're saying you're the Milwaukee cannibal.
He is.
They want to kill you. They want you dead. It doesn't help anybody for you to spend the rest of your life in prison.
Well,
Okay,
he should
you
be
know.
dead.
And you killed people. You cut them up. You had sex with them. You had to stop dismembering so you could masturbate on them.
But it wasn't crazy. It was just like a compulsion.
Right. Okay. So you had a compulsion.
But I knew what I was doing.
He aware of that.
Didn't want to, but
He knows what he did.
couldn't help myself.
And he didn't
I'm
feel
not
guilty
saying-
about it.
No, Jeff. No.
He's not crazy, but
You're
he
not
is
gonna say
a
that in
monster. He's not a human.
You're not. There's a previous case that's it's very similar to yours, and it wasn't too far from here.
What case?
What this guy did, it's just very similar.
Who?
It was a while ago, back when I was a kid. Jesus
Oh my
Christ.
god. What
And
the
there's the woman's
fuck?
body.
Oh my god!
All cut up, hanging from the rafters. For 30 hours straight, just sits there. Finally, he pipes up.
I'd like an apple pie,
The fuck?
and a slice of cheese.
Then he starts talking. They find the woman's head in a burlap sack, and there's just body parts everywhere.
Oh,
Bowls made out of people's skulls. He had skulls on his bedposts. He upholstered his chair
this is real?
with human skin. Tried to dig up a body once.
He
Yeah,
did.
Just once.
Yeah, well, it turns out this guy, he did it like 30, 40 times digging up bodies.
Oh, wow.
They looked in the coffins. They were empty. And he went to a kind of a daze when he did these things, and then he would kind of wake up and he couldn't remember what happened.
he had sex with the bodies he dug up.
Okay. Jeff, here. Ed Gein, he spent the rest of his life in a hospital getting the psychiatric help that he needed. You see, we can do the same thing for you, Jeff.
No, he should be dead.
I've read about him.
Oh shit.
You know, as a comic book.
Oh
I read
shit.
about him, I think.
Sorry, did you say a comic book?
I remember the cover, I think.
Oh.
A fucking comic book. So that's it? Huh? You're leaving? Huh? Well, I would like you to take some responsibility. Maybe.
Responsibility? What does that mean?
It's just what it means.
So you're saying this is my fault?
I'm taking the blame for this. Have you read what it's about me?
And you say I did this to him? It's not my fault, you son of a bitch. You think it's not I did this to him when you're cutting a roadkill with him in the fucking garage, Lionel?
Yeah, just walk away, Joyce. Just like you walked away from your son. You still on those pills, huh? How many you fucking taking? Lionel, stop it!
Oh shit. I mean, yeah. It's because of the mother though. She eats a lot of pill while she's pregnant. That is one of the big factor. That's why Jeffrey like
May I
that.
help you? I was hoping to speak to you or your daughter as a mother to ask if either of you might be willing to say something in court tomorrow on behalf of Jeff.
On behalf of Jeff?
What?
That the judge might consider sending him to a mental facility and not to prison.
You want us to forgive your son? Ask the judge to forgive him?
No.
You want your truth as a mother to be heard. I understand that. But maybe now it's time for you to listen to somebody else's truth. You understand?
Oh.
My name is Shirley Hughes, and I'm Tony Hughes' mother. I would like to say to Jeffrey Dahmer that he don't know the pain, the hurt, the loss, and the mental state he's put our family in.
Why did this happen to a person like Eddie? He gave so much and asked for so little.
When you killed my brother, you killed my mother and father. I beg you, Your Honor, don't let this man ever walk the streets or see daylight again.
2 fingers and 1 thumb means I love you in sign language. When you cry, Mom, place 1 teardrop outside your window ledge. And when I pass by, I'll exchange it for one of mine. And then I'll always be with you. 2 fingers and 1 thumb. Your son Tony.
Oh my god.
I'm mad. This is how you act when you are out of control. Now, I don't want to ever have to see my mother go through this again. Never, Jeffrey. Jeffrey, I hate you, motherfucker. I hate you. This is out of control. Don't fuck with me, Jeffrey. I'll kill you.
Shit, girl.
Look at me, motherfucker.
I understand you have a statement you'd like to read.
Yes, Your Honor.
Holy shit, this episode.
This has never been a case of trying to get free. I didn't ever want freedom. Frankly, I wanted death for myself. This was a case to tell the world that I did what I did, not for reasons of hate. I hated no one. I could not undo the terrible harm I have caused. My attempt to help identify the remains was the best that I could do, and that was hardly anything. I feel so bad for what I did.
Did he really say that? Did Jeffrey really say that? Those words?
It's me. I did this to you. All that stuff with the dead animals.
Yeah, it is what one of the reasons though.
And your fantasies about killing people and stuff. I should have made you feel like you could tell me about that stuff. You know, I had those same feelings. And I gave you that part of me. I never really helped you enough when you needed it. I won't leave you again. I promise, son. I'll make it up to you. I'll visit you every week and I'll call.
Oh, shit.
And I try to take responsibility
doing?
for the part I played in all of this.
Is she trying to kill herself?
But denying I had any part in it is a comfort I can't allow myself. I failed you, Jeff. And I'm sorry I wasn't the mother you needed. And I am no longer willing to live with the guilt of that fact.
I just got off the phone with David. She's okay. But he said that Joyce tried to kill herself.
She's okay, though.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. What the fuck?
We're glad to be back on the force. Thank you for all your support. It's meant a lot.
Oh, bullshit,
And,
bullshit.
Those two cops who let that Connery boy go back to Jeffrey Dahmer, they've just been reinstated.
What? A slap on the wrist and that's it?
Mayor said they're gonna appeal the decision.
And if that fails?
Then we fought the next fight. And the next fight. And the next.
Alright, so this episode turns out the father actually have fantasy like Jeffrey, but it's never triggered him to do that, of course. And maybe that's the reason, because of the gene from the father. That's one of the reasons how Jeffrey like that, because he already have that fantasy from his father. It become worse because his mother, the pills, you know, the pills when she eats while she pregnant, and it makes worse. Not only that, when he's grew up, when he was a kid, his parents always fighting at home, and then his father teach him about cutting dead animals. One of the reason, there's a lot of the reason how Jeffrey become like this. And yes, the parents is the reason. The mother, the father, even though the father is actually trying, you know, to understand Jeffrey, he's trying to help him, but it's not enough. He's aware that it was his fault. It's just really sad, the scene, you know, when all the family victims together talking about how they feel. That scene is really powerful, and I'm so mad for those police. Why is it so hard to fire them? Why? Those police is the reason why Conrad dead. They are the reason that boy dead, because you know, Conrad should be alive. He managed to run away, but no, those officers were stupid enough to see it. And the grandma, poor grandma, she has dementia. Poor grandma, she doesn't know that Jeffrey killed people in her house. But yeah, turns out his father have the fantasy like Jeffrey. It's from him. But it become worse because of the mother, and then perhaps the comic that Jeffrey mentioned, and then the father teach him about cutting dead animals, and then that's happening. He needs help, but no one's aware of that, and he become a monster. He aware of that. Jeffrey knows what he did. He said it. He's a fucking monster. He's not a human, and that's for sure. But the police though, oh my god, they didn't even feel guilty. They are actually the reason Conrad died. Jeffrey's parents is the problem. Both of them. The father, the mother. Even though the father actually trying his best. But still, it's just really crazy how there is a person like this, you know. Not only Jeffrey, all the serial killer. I'm really curious how they end up like that. How their mind like that. Especially in this episode, they mention another serial killer, right? And that scene is really disturbing. It's so fucking crazy, like a fucking nightmare. And is that real too? There is a serial killer like that? What is it? At what? I don't know. That's really crazy. So yeah, it turns out the father actually have the same fantasy like Jeffrey, but he never did it, obviously. Maybe, I don't know, if only the mother never eats those pills, maybe Jeffrey not gonna kill people. Perhaps it will never trigger him. But yeah, I don't know. There's a lot of the factors that make Jeffrey, from the mother, from the father, and from his life. It's just really crazy how this is really happening. Jeffrey is really exists. He's not crazy. He was right. He's not crazy. He know what he did. Alright, so that was my reaction for this episode. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, share it, and see ya.